Welcome to Law Crest, your trusted source for uncovering the truth behind America's most powerful laws and the people who work within them. Today, we're re-diving into a fascinating question that most people have never truly thought about. What can a lawyer legally do, and what they can't in the USA? When you hear the word lawyer, you might imagine someone standing in a courtroom, passionately defending their client, challenging the prosecution, and quoting laws with authority. But it's beyond the drama you see in movies. Real American lawyers operate under a strict code of ethics, a web of legal rules and professional boundaries that control everything they do. From how they talk to clients to how they handle evidence, and even what they can say in courts. Let us break it down. Lawyers in the United States are licensed professionals who have the legal right to represent clients in court, give legal advice, draft contracts, negotiate settlements, and defend or prosecute individuals and companies in both criminal and civil cases. They are trained to interpret the law and to ensure justice is served, but that doesn't mean they can do whatever they want. Every lawyer in America is bound by the rules of professional conduct, established by state bar associations and supervised by the American Bar Association, ABA. These rules are designed to protect clients, preserve fairness, and uphold justice in every case. So, what can a lawyer legally do? First, they can represent you in court, speak on your behalf, and fight for your legal rights. Can investigate evidence, cross-examine witnesses, challenge police reports, and even question the reliability of the prosecution's entire case. A good lawyer can negotiate plea deals, reduce your sentence, or sometimes get your case dismissed entirely if they find procedural errors. They can also provide confidential legal advice, meaning that what you tell your lawyer stays between you and them under the attorney-client privilege. This privilege is sacred. It allows clients to speak freely without fear that their own words will be used against them. For example, if you confess to your lawyer that you committed a crime, the lawyer cannot reveal that to anyone. Not the police, not the court, not even a judge, unless the confession involves an ongoing or future crime. That's one of the most powerful and misunderstood aspects of legal ethics in the USA now. Lawyers also have the legal right to refuse cases that conflict with their morals or workload. They can choose who they represent, except when assigned by a court in criminal cases for defendants who cannot afford counsel. They can also challenge laws, appeal decisions, and even take cases to the Supreme Court if constitutional issues are involved. Lawyers are also legally allowed to use aggressive strategies in defense of their clients, as long as those strategies remain within legal and ethical limits. For instance, they can question witnesses in tough, even uncomfortable ways, or use legal loopholes to weaken the opponent's argument, but they cannot lie, falsify evidence, or mislead the court. That brings us to the part most people don't understand: what lawyers can legally do. Despite their influence, lawyers are not above the law. They cannot lie to judges, fabricate evidence, coach witnesses to lie, destroy documents, or hide information that could change the outcome of a case. If they do, it's considered legal misconduct, and they can be fined, suspended, or permanently disbarred, meaning they lose their license to practice law forever. Lawyers also can't knowingly represent clients in conflicts of interest. For example, representing both sides in a divorce or business dispute. They must remain loyal to one client at a time. They cannot threaten or blackmail witnesses, bribe officials, or secretly record conversations in states where it's illegal. If they do, they not only face professional discipline, but criminal charges as well. In America, lawyers also have to follow strict confidentiality rules. They can share private client information with others, not even family members, unless the client gives permission. This rule extends even after the case is over, or the client dies. It's part of what makes the attorney-client relationship one of the most trusted bonds in law. But confidentiality has limits too. If a client tells a lawyer they plan to commit a future crime or harm someone, the lawyer may be legally required to report it. That's where the line between ethics and legality becomes very thin, and lawyers must make tough moral decisions every day. Lawyers also can promise specific outcomes like "I guarantee you I'll win this case." Making such claims is unethical and considered false representation. They can only promise to use their best efforts and skills. Additionally, lawyers in the USA are not allowed to advertise falsely. For example, Saying we read the #1 law firm in America without evidence can get them in trouble with the state bar. Many people don't know this, but lawyers' ads on TV and billboards are tightly regulated by ethics committees. They also cannot pay clients to hire them or give gifts in exchange for legal representation. Now let's talk about courtroom behavior. Lawyers must always show respect toward judges, juries, and opposing counsel. They cannot shout, insult, or manipulate emotions unfairly. They can argue passionately, but not cross ethical lines. Lawyers who violate courtroom decorum can be held in contempt of court, fined, or even jailed temporarily. Outside the courtroom, lawyers also have duties toward society. They must promote justice, not just win cases. Many states require lawyers to take on pro bono cases, meaning they represent poor clients for free, to ensure that justice is accessible to everyone. Lawyers are also limited by conflict of interest laws when it comes to money. For example, they cannot mix their clients' funds with their own. That's called commingling, and it's a serious offense. They must keep all client money in separate trust accounts and report every transaction transparently. Similarly, they can't take property or gifts from clients as payment unless a clear written contract exists. Let us not forget the emotional side. Being a lawyer in America is not just about legal battles, but also about mental endurance. They deal with high-pressure situations, confidential information, and often, the fate of real human lives. Distress can be immense. That's why lawyer burnout and ethical lapses sometimes happen, but the system is built to detect and punish misconduct. The state bar regularly investigates complaints against lawyers. If proven guilty of misconduct, a lawyer can face suspension, fines, or permanent disbarment. Another thing lawyers can't do is represent someone in a state where they are not licensed. Each US state has its own bar examination, and passing one doesn't give you the right to practice in another. For example, a lawyer licensed in New York can't appear in a California court without special permission. Doing so is called unauthorized practice of law, which is a serious violation. Similarly, someone who is not a licensed lawyer, like a paralegal or consultant, cannot give legal advice or represent someone in court. That's a crime. In the US, lawyers also have to be careful with social media. Yes, even their online behavior can cause disciplinary action. They can't discuss ongoing cases publicly, post confidential details, or make misleading statements online. Anything that could influence a jury or damage the integrity of the court process is off limits. Now, what happens when a lawyer breaks these rules? The process starts with a bar complaint. Anyone, including clients or judges, can file one. The state bar investigates and, if necessary, holds a disciplinary hearing. The punishment depends on the severity of the violation, from a private warning to public suspension or complete disbarment. Some famous lawyers have lost everything for lying to courts or tampering with evidence. On the brighter side, lawyers also have immense legal powers that ordinary citizens don't. They can subpoena witnesses, demand documents, and access confidential records for their client's defense. They can challenge government actions, expose corruption, and even sue powerful corporations on behalf of the people. In essence, lawyers are both defenders and gatekeepers of justice. But that power must be used responsibly, or it can destroy careers and lives. In short, lawyers in the USA walk a fine line between power and responsibility. They can fight fiercely for their clients, but they cannot cross ethical or legal boundaries. They can protect secrets, but not hide crimes. They can win cases, but not by deceit. The American legal system trusts lawyers with enormous power, but also watches them closely. For every right they have, there's an equal responsibility. So the next time you see a lawyer arguing in court or speaking confidently on TV, remember this: behind that power lies a mountain of rules, ethics, and responsibilities. They may be the voice of justice, but even they are bound by the same law they defend. Thank you for watching Law Crest, where we uncover the truth behind America's justice system, one law at a time. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the real stories, rights, and realities of US law, because knowing your rights is your first step toward justice.